Hi everyone, it's Heidi Scott with DIY Dreaming. I hope that you are having a lovely day. On this video tutorial, I am going to show you how you can take some felt. This happened to come from Target, from the front of the store in the dollar section. You can take some felt and make some darling little felt flowers, and then make some darling little eyeglass cases. So, before I jump into that, I want to show you how to make some flowers, and I want to show you the project that we made earlier today because it turned out really cute. We used all the same ingredients and we made this banner. We used a stencil from a maker studio, which if you're interested, I can get you the link. Just let me know in the comments. And it says, "Bless the Lord, oh my soul." And then we used some of this white gel ink, which is also from a maker studio, and I can get you a link for that too. So what do you think? Is that not the cutest thing ever for spring? So these flowers, I'm going to show you how to make. We're going to make a little bit smaller one so it will work on our eyeglass case. And if you want to know how to make the bigger flowers or how to make that banner, just scroll back in my feed and you'll see the video that I did. It was earlier today, and you can watch that for all the particulars on that. So for today, we're going to do this. For right now, we're going to do this project, and I'm going to show you the flowers first. Okay, so to make these little flowers that look like this, we're going to be making an eyeglass case that has the pink plaid, all right? Because I've already done one that was green with pink accents, and then one that was blue plaid with green accents. So next up is pink, okay? And so we're gonna make a flower, and I think we'll do pink with green accents. So we'll do the inside of the flower with just a little strip that I cut off of this plaid fabric right here. And how you get the flowers started for purposes of this. I mean, there's a lot of fabulous ways to make these flowers, but you're just going to cut a strip, and it's about an inch wide. Okay, I'm going to take this little knot off here. So how are you guys doing today? Are you having a good day? Do you like these projects? Oh my gosh, I love the banner. If I don't say so myself, I think it turned out pretty darn cute. Okay, I think this is gonna be too long, so I'm just gonna shorten it a little bit. And I'll tell you what the length of that is, because I know people wanna know. It's right about 4 inches long and 1 inch wide, okay? You're gonna basically fold your little piece of felt in half, okay, and hold it. Can you guys see what I'm doing? And you're going to be cutting thin little, not all the way through. I'll show you in just a second what I'm talking about. So if you already saw the video I did before, then you are a pro at this. You know exactly what I'm doing. But I'm just going to show this for the benefit of people who didn't catch my earlier flower tutorial. And it won't take long. Okay, we're getting there. Get the last little one without cutting myself. Okay, so what I did basically is I folded it in half, and then I cut little marks into it. Does that make sense? Yeah, I think it should. Okay? And then the next step is you're going to take your handy dandy glue gun. I'm using low temperature hot glue today because you are going to get it all over your fingers and you don't want to seriously burn yourself. And what do you think? Is this the ugliest hot glue gun? I think I need to spring for a new one, and maybe a cordless one too. Anyways, let me get these glue strings off me. Okay, so I'm going to start my flower by just gluing the two sides together. That makes it easier to roll. And these are called rolled felt flowers. all right? And once I get a little bit of it glued down, I like to use a clothespin and just put that on there to hold it good. Because this felt right here, this pink and white, it's pretty stiff and it kind of wants to spring open. Which is good. It'll make a great eyeglass holder. So I was thinking this little project, making these eyeglass holders, would be a great gift for mom, grandma, auntie, sister, any moms in your life for the upcoming Mother's Day holiday. It'd be a great little gift that costs you hardly anything for a friend. And of course, you need to have a couple of these for yourself, for your purse. Okay, so we're probably dry. And this is what we have now. All right, and we are just gonna start rolling our flower. I'm gonna roll once and then I'm gonna put some glue on here and roll into the glue. And this is the hardest part, is getting it started. Can you guys see my hands? Let me scooch back a little bit further. Okay, what do you guys think? Do you like it? I did want to mention that if you decide to do this project, I would love for you to take pictures of your project and post them over in my other group, which is called Dreamy DIY. That is a group of crafters that I have that just love to do crafts, and we get ideas from each other. So just hop over to Dreamy, DREAMY space DIY. Ask to be approved and I'll admit you, of course. And then you can look through all the fabulous things that have been shared there just in the last 24 hours. And you can share your crafts and your pictures too. It's really fun and it's super encouraging. You know, sometimes our husbands and kids, we are so excited about a craft project and we go to them and we say, look what I made. And they look at back blankly like they could care less or don't understand. So it's nice to have other crafters who get really excited about our projects and cheer us on. So take a second and go ask to be approved to that group. Okay, so this is the inside of the flower. All right, and then I'm just going to do a quick little outside with green, and then we'll move on. I have a template. It's not fancy around here, but I'll give you all the measurements, and we'll get started doing the actual eyeglass holder. But let me just get a little bit of green. And you don't want these flowers to be super huge because they're going to be on the end of your eyeglass case. Boy, I am really kicking myself that when I was at Target and I picked up these were intended to be table runners for Easter. And they were $3 a piece. And I just stopped by Target last week to get some groceries and I picked up these. And I'm just really kicking myself that I didn't buy more because it's a fabulous deal on felt. And they're really fun. I really like those. So if you're near Target and you have a good reason for going, like you need to get some groceries or something, look at your dollar section and see if they have this and grab some. Okay, so we're going to do exactly the same thing as what we did before, and we'll do it quickly so we can move on to the fun part of this project. So I want to know, do you think you guys will do this? I know a lot of crafters have felt, and they've been making felt flowers and headbands and just all kinds of pretty little signs and stuff for a while. And so I'm real curious to know if you think that you'll take this idea and decide to make some of these eyeglass cases. I think you should. Okay, so I have this all cut. I'm just gonna glue it like we did before. We're moving quick here. Do the whole thing. I don't like to make you guys have to wait while glue dries and stuff like that. Okay, so let's talk about this pattern while this is drying. Okay, it is, I just took a piece of paper and folded it in half. And then, oh, my dog just opened the door. I had this little glasses holder that I used sort of as my template. And since we were going to be hot gluing it, I made it just a little bit bigger so that my glasses would fit in there and it would still be snug, okay? So I cut it out and I wrote on the back, and front on the front. And it is 5 1/4 inches wide and 6 1/2 inches long. And then I want you to notice that I did this little bloop right there. That is this. And that's what makes it easy for you to get your eyeglasses into this little pouch. Otherwise, it would be hard to get them in and out. And also, you probably noticed that I put a contrasting color right there. That just makes it a little stiffer in that spot. And I think it's darling. So I'll show you that part too when we get there. Okay. If you have questions as we're going along, feel free to ask, and as soon as I'm finished, I'll hop off and answer all your questions. If you like this video, feel free to sprinkle it to your social media. Feel free to, I forgot to say this at the very beginning, say hi, let me know where you're watching from. I love to see the different places that people are watching from, and let me know if you're watching it on replay. Okay. So let's glue this and then we'll move on to the next step. So this is our little one. We're gonna basically just put some glue on here and lay it down. Let me see, do I need to scoot back just a little bit? I think so. Okay, so basically I just glued this one inside of this one. And we're gonna do almost the exact same thing rolling. We just want to keep it straight. And then we'll fluff the outer green petals out. In fact, we may just do one time around it. I think that would be cute. Yeah, I think I will. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to add a little bit more glue here. This is where we are. It's going to be cute when I fluff it after the glue is dry. And we're going to add a leaf. The only felt I have, I'm just using what I have, but the only felt that I have right now are these colors that I just showed you. So the leaf is going to be the same green as the little petals, and that's fine. I'm all about using what you have. Okay, so I'm just going to steal another little piece, and I'm just going to freehand cut out a leaf. And actually, I usually like to have two, so I'll steal a smaller piece and do a smaller one too. So when I did my first video today, somebody said, why don't you use a pen or something and draw like the vein marks on your leaves? I thought, oh, that's really smart. So you could certainly do that. And you can do this project in whatever your color and style is. That's one of the things that I always tell people here at DIY Dreaming, is that I hope that you'll take these ideas and make them your own colors, your own style. Okay, so there's one petal on it, and then I'm just gonna add one more. And I'm gonna try to pull all these glue strings off my fingers, dang. It's not hot. thankfully. Okay, and that is what we have. Isn't that cute? It's gonna look so cute at the bottom of our eyeglass case. Okay, so now what we need to do now is we need to just trace, just get everything cleaned up here, trace the pattern onto our, where is my pen? This one. Is this gonna work? Okay, onto this, onto the pink fabric. And if possible, I want to stop and start about where the, oh yeah, that's going to be fine. So I don't know if you can see what I'm doing. I'm just going to trace it. And then I'll cut slightly inside of the line. So what do you guys think so far? This was one of my 3 a.m. Pinterest trip ideas. Okay, so now we're just going to cut it out. And you can make that little opening off to the front side bigger if you would like. It's completely up to you. I made this to fit reading glasses, so I don't know. If you have regular glasses, you may need to make it quite a bit bigger. Okay. So that's what it's gonna look like. Isn't that cute? And you can make it to open either direction. It just depends how you cut it out. Now I need a piece of green to go in this inside part. And we'll just steal another piece. And I'm going to explain in just a second what I'm doing here. Okay, we want it to cover this little part right here, but we don't want it to go all the way down. Okay, so I'm just going to fold my little eyeglass pouch over right now to figure out where the fold is, right here. And then I'll open it up and I will put my little piece of felt right there. And I'm going to glue it on. And then I will cut around it to get it off where it exceeds the, I need more glue. And you know, I really need to get some of these glue strings off. They're driving me crazy. For the top part of this, you want to push your glue as far out to the edge as possible. And this part here on the inside down below will not be visible, okay? So this is basically what we have. And what we're gonna do is we're just gonna cut out. You see what I'm doing? Around this part. This was the complicated aspect of this project that made me think I wanted to do this as a separate video, just so that I could take my time explaining everything. And when I saw this idea on Pinterest, it was different. The idea was to use felt, but then it had stitching on it and it looked like it had embroidery and it was like not my colors at all. So I pretty much figured this out step by step myself because there weren't any instructions, and I only saw one post on all of Pinterest with this idea. So there may be better ways to do this that I'm just not aware of, but this works just fine. Okay, so our next step is we're going to glue this baby together, and then we're going to trim whatever excess there is off. And we want to get our glue as far out to the edge as possible. And it's okay if some of it squeezes out because we can just cut that right off. And I'm just putting these clips on there to hold it while the glue is drying. This is pretty stiff felt, and it does want to sort of pop back into its original shape, which makes it nice. It's going to be a nice sturdy eyeglass holder, but it also makes it hard to do. Okay, and I just did the last little bit here in this corner. Okay, so what do you guys think so far? It's going to be so dang cute. And I did want to mention an idea for you that is on these plainer ones. Like if you have a solid color fabric, it would be really fun to stencil something on here. And a Maker Studio is one of the companies that I'm an affiliate with, and they have some really cute Bible verse stencils and other things like that. Like this one says, "She is strong," Proverbs 31:25. This one says, "Be the light," Matthew 5:14. This one says, "God did not create you to blend in." So basically what you would do is you would just lay your stencil over the top of your pouch. And I like to use this stuff. It's called Gel Art ink. And you just put it on a little spreader, push it through the holes in the stencil, pull it off, and you're done. It's super easy, and it's nice to work with, and it's easy to get it out of your stencil. So if you're interested in any of these stencils, like the one that I used to make this banner, let me know. And I'll send you a personal message with the links so you can go and take a peek. Also, I wanted to mention again that if you're liking this project so far, I would love it for you to sprinkle this video to your social media. That makes a difference somehow with Facebook that I don't quite understand, but it makes it so that more people can see my videos. And then be sure to like and follow DIY Dreaming so you don't miss out on any of my future craft projects. Okay, so this is probably about dry, and it looks really messy. We're just going to clean it up with our scissors, and then we'll be ready to glue the flower on, and then we'll be done. And you guys, this does not have to be perfect, although this does look pretty darn good. There we go. All right, so now we just got to put our flower on. And earlier when I was talking about the size of the flower being important, I want to show you what I mean. This would just be way too big to go on there. Do you guys agree? Yeah. So you want something smaller. This would be precious on there, but I still think it's a little too big. So we're gonna do, wait, where did my flower go? Oh, it's right here. We're gonna do this one that we just made, and we're gonna put it so the little petals are out, okay? And I'm just gonna use hot glue again to put that on. And this is a craft project. It's not gonna survive super intensive use. You know, if somebody has a huge bag and they have a ton of junk in there and they're always digging in their bag to find their eyeglass case, then, you know, this is not going to last forever. But it will work just fine with normal wear and tear. So what do you think? Pretty cute. Do you like it? I would love to know in the comments which one you like better. Do you like the blue? Do you like the green? Or do you like the pink? Let me know. That would be awesome. Let me know if you have any questions. Give me some hearts if you like this project. Feel free to sprinkle. And last, I just want to let you know that I have some great craft projects coming up in the near future. So I hope that if you haven't already liked and followed DIY Dreaming, that you'll do that so you don't miss out on any of that. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you soon.